All right. Good morning.
Good
So,
morning, buddy.
hi there. So, today is a special day. There is myself, Crystal, along with Michelle Rogers. We are taking over the morning show this morning for Indigenous Opportunities. I am very honored and pleased to be in the spot of Nathan this morning. So, I really feel a little nervous, but I know I can do it because that's just what I told myself this morning as I woke up. And that's such a good way to start the day. Um, I do have a few things I need to discuss beforehand. So I just want to say, like, for the people that don't know what IOPS stands for, it stands for Indigenous Opportunities. And Nathan helps people, Indigenous youth and whatnot, to succeed. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm kind of an example. He helped me, build my business. He knows what to say and he knows what to do when it comes to business formations and things like that. So IOPS is a really good start. You can message him if you're interested in, any business questions. And they also just completed an Indigipreneur episode last night with him and Jean, and it was very informative. I really liked it. I watched it as I was doing a couple of things. And I mean, man, if they just they could build an empire together, those two, that was great.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
met that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I am here with Michelle Rogers. And Michelle, do you just want to introduce yourself?
Sure, I can do that. Thanks first for asking me to be on. Always willing to come on and help you guys out. And I've been listening to you every morning since you started your show. So waking up early just to watch live with Nathan and Chris. So that's awesome. Like Chris said, my name's Michelle, and I do quite a few things. I'm definitely into women's empowerment. That's very important to me, and I'm very passionate about that. Some of your viewers might know me from, I used to own boot camps here in the city. So a boot camp, and then I had another one. Um, Currently, I have an art business, so right into art, which is really good for me, for the whole mental aspect. It kind of grounds me. But the more recent thing that my husband and I are doing, we've started an online digital attraction marketing company, and it's been going great. We've been doing it now for 4 months, and it's been so good for us. We've met so many people, and it's really good for us to build that connection between us. Sometimes partners, one goes one way, does their thing, one goes the other way, does their thing, and it's like, oh, hi, I haven't seen you for a while. So it's
Mm-hmm.
something that we can do together and helping others to create that as well. So it's just been an amazing. It was a great decision for us.
That
Let's just
sounds so nice, Michelle. You know what I mean? Like just to be together and build a bond and,
yeah.
keep it going. It's awesome. All right, so there's a few comments here. We'll just show you this. It says, "Good morning, beautiful ladies. Hello from Shannon Fraser. Good
Hi,
morning."
Shannon.
Indigenous Opportunities said, "Good morning. Good morning."
Good morning.
And then there's Jamie Atchinham. "Good morning, ladies." Oh man,
Hi.
she's such a good woman.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Can't forget the good Nathan. Good morning,
Nathan.
Nathan.
I thought Nathan was sleeping in this morning.
All right. So we usually start off with reading the quote here. So I'm just going to, do you want to read it or shall I?
You go ahead. It's pretty
Okay.
tiny on my screen here.
Okay. So for October 1st, which is the start of a great month, I mean, like there's Thanksgiving food and there's also Halloween. Oh my God. Okay. So October 1st, it says, "All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them." And that's by Walt Disney. I mean, I love Walt Disney
Yeah.
movies. It just releases my inner child. I just know every song. It's so great of a
Yeah.
feeling. See, the warm fuzziness just came over me. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay,
Have you
so
been to Disneyland before?
no, and as a child, I always thought, I'm going to Disneyland when I
It was
get
a
older,
dream.
but it was
Yeah.
kind of like a dream every child had. And I mean, it just seems so hard to get there with our, my mom struggling as a mother of two,
I know.
single mom kind of deal. And that's like the same boat I'm in, a single mom with four, thinking maybe one day I'll take my kids to Walt Disney, to Disneyland. But yeah,
Yeah, it's a fun
okay.
experience. We did, but yeah,
It is? Did you go in,
yeah,
like, is there that big castle and stuff you see and like you get to see like the animation characters walking around?
yeah, and spend the day going on the rides. And I'm a people person, so I like to just sit and watch people.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, it's really fascinating. It's busy, right? You're on the go, 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 go. You almost have to come home and have a holiday from your holiday. But yeah, it's just magical and happy, and all the things you think Disneyland should be. It is. It's really good.
That's so great. I love that. Okay, so there's Tamala here that says, good morning, ladies. Good morning, Tamala.
Good morning.
And then there's Crystal Pranbrum. Good morning, ladies, she says. And then Alice Weenie. Good morning, ladies. On my way to BC, and you're doing an amazing job. Thank you, Alice. That makes me
Thanks,
feel,
Alice.
yeah, a little confident here. I can do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that was over with.
Safe travels.
Yes, for sure. Safe traveling. I wonder if I should I'm going to play this little video. It's called Jessica's Daily Affirmations. It's so cute. I think everyone will enjoy it. And here you go. Check it out.
Look, I can be a shark. Now my whole house is great. I can do anything good. I like my school. I like anything. I like my dad. I like my cousins. I like my aunts. I like my Allisons. I like my mom. I like my sisters. I like my dad. I like my hair. I like my haircuts. I like my pajamas. I like my stuff. I like my rooms. I like my
All right. So that was the cutest thing I've ever seen. I really enjoyed that. It was so cute. She says, I love my mom. I love my cousins. I love my Allisons, just pumped.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love my hair. I love
Yeah,
my house.
just cute. Okay, so we're gonna kind of base our topic this today on kind of like women empowerment, only because Nathan's not here, hey, and I feel that me and Michelle would have like a vibe going on, considering we're both women and we know like some information on this topic, and it feels really good to talk about it. You know what I mean? So let's see here. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Before I go ahead, you must check out IOPPS.ca for your daily jobs. I'm sorry about that. Check out IOPPS.ca for your daily jobs. Just go to the website below the screen. And then also you can go to my business on Facebook called Crease Seams and also on Instagram.
Chris, can I just say that you've done such a wonderful job in such a short time?
Oh,
Uh,
thank you.
Starting to build up your page, starting to build up your business, and that takes a lot of courage to do that. Um,
Mhm.
you know, confidence that maybe we don't always have, but we find it. And there's a little vulnerability that also goes along with that because you're kind of opening yourself up. And especially for you, because you're telling a little bit of your story at a time, and it's your art and it's your craft, and not everybody perceives it the same way that you do. And again, that leaves us open just a little bit to other people's judgments and that sort of thing. But you just eyes forward, just keep going. It doesn't matter. You do what you do. You.
Yes, thank you so much for that. I'm amazed myself at how quick and how
Oh,
fast everything's going. And I mean, behind the scenes, me and my friend Jamie, we were just talking about this tip of the iceberg and what people don't see underneath the iceberg, right? Is
Yeah.
the pain and the agonizing and the crying and the frustration and things like that. And I'm finally living that. And I mean, I have freakouts every day and I have a support group I call. And then, yeah, so I need that extra support. But I mean, it's just going so nice. And I put my love into my skirts and women love them. Shannon Fraser just commented, the skirts are so beautiful. Thank you, Shannon. Yes, they are. I try and make them with love and happiness. And somebody said this morning, good morning. Where's Nathan? Yeah, Nathan's not here today. I'm running the show. He took the day off. He's a busy guy. He has so many podcasts to do. So he had one last night. He had one the day before. And today, I believe he just took the day off and kind of just said, here, let's see if you can do it. And I'm trying my best.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I'm here. Yeah. And I'm here with Michelle. And that's a great thing. I'm not alone. So, all right, Michelle. Oh, sorry.
yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay, I was just going to get us into the swing of things here. I know Michelle was talking about knowing about mental health for women. I think we should touch across that for a little bit of like, what am I trying to say here? So, like, women need empowerment from other women of like, we're not doing this alone. Like, what did you say you used to do, like, when I spoke with you, or where you work, or?
Yeah, I also work at the Sexual Assault Center, and we do some women's empowerment work through there. And I've also done women's empowerment with Sierra Bender. She's out of the States, and I've done quite a bit of mentoring under her. And one of the things that she talks about is have our medicine, and that means the thing we're good at. And what happens in our society is that we women tend to be threatened by other women's medicine. We're threatened by other women instead of embracing each other's strengths, right? We attack them.
Mhm.
And it's when you think about, I just talk about it as like a tribe. The women who are good at cooking, they did the cooking. The women who are good at sewing, like yourself, they did the sewing. The women who were good gatherers and hunters, they did the gathering and the hunters. The women who were good at healing were the healers. And that was just honored within their community, so to speak. And I think we need to have more of that we're honoring each other's medicine. And I'm not ever going to claim to be a sewer. Anybody comes to me with sewing, I'm going to send them to Chris because I don't sew. So it's about if we could just be less threatened by other women and support each other.
Mhm.
How would that change the world? How would that change ourselves and the people that we hang out with? It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's amazing. There's amazing power to that. We're just not quite there yet.
Oh man, did that just give me goosebumps? You know what I mean? Oh, I just felt it. It was so uplifting. I felt like, just spreading love. Excuse me, just spreading love. And yeah, Shannon Fraser also agreed. She said, let's honor each other's medicine. I love that. Thank you,
Yeah,
Michelle. That was really good.
yeah, it's quite powerful, especially when we embrace it. It's easy
Hmm.
to talk it, but we also need to embrace it and live that and be that.
Yeah. I wonder if like if there was like some sort of big get together of women that would like go around. Well, I guess that's what they call like trade shows and whatnot, right? Like,
Yeah,
you bring your medicine to the table, to the big hall or whatever, and you set up your own unique characteristics of who you are, and that's how you sell your business, right? So
yeah.
that could be an
I always talk.
example.
I always talk about when women gather, magic happens, right?
Yes.
And it's not. It doesn't have to be anything grandiose, but the magic happens for us because we're communicating and we're, seeing each other. I did a live last night on our page, and we were talking about women and our bodies, and if our bodies could talk, they would say, why do you hate me? Right? But also in that, where I was talking about, I worked with a woman and she felt very invisible. Like her family didn't see her. She grew up. She was treated quite badly, left to sleep outside in the doghouse kind of badly.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things she said to me was, I feel like nobody sees me. And so in our 10 days together on our trek to Peru, I was, always saying, I see you, which means I see your story and I see your pain and I see your beauty and I see you. And I think it's very important that that's along that honoring each other's medicine, right? Is to let women know that I see you, like you're not alone. I
Yeah.
see you. You're me and I'm you. And that's very powerful for women because, like you're talking about mental health, that mental health is really high right now. And I know I suffered panic attacks. I've suffered with anxiety over my life, and it's not fun. But there are things that we can do to help with that. But the big thing there is that we have to do them. It's one thing to know them, but we have to do them, and we have to take those steps to heal ourselves. And we can seek all the counsel that we want, but we also still have to take ownership and do the steps every day, even on the hard days, when you don't want to journal, or you don't want to meditate, or you don't want to go for your walk, or you just want to eat junk food all day. You still have to show up in your life, because no one's going to do that for you.
Exactly. And I was just thinking about that yesterday too. I also do suffer from anxiety and depression and all that stuff that comes with it. And there's actually 1 billion adults that suffer from anxiety and depression. And so I was looking into it one time when I was not feeling myself. I came across a woman named Jacqueline Way, and she had this little video on how to be happy every day. And it was 15 minutes long, and I watched it. I listened to it. And what she was saying was the way to heal and, calm your anxiety and depression is to give. And to give means it's a helper's high. So that helper's high releases serotonin, but then also the cortisone is released when you're stressed out. But what that helps you need to release cortisone in order to get to the serotonin, right? So it's kind of a cycle. So she was taking her child out to go and, give to sing Christmas carols at a old folks home.
Yeah, nice.
And she said for 365 days, we're going to give. And, starting from a childhood to an adulthood, you can train a child's mind to grow without depression and anxiety is basically what she was trying to say. And that's by teaching them how to give early in the early stages. So that was really, really awesome. And that was by Jacqueline Way, sorry. I'm thinking of Louise Hay at the same time.
Yeah. That's really powerful. And, because mental health is talked about now. When I was a kid, we didn't talk about that. You kind of just got,
Mm-hmm.
stop your whining and buck up and, carry on sort of thing. But now it's a very serious thing. And, I think, and there are steps. That's something I also teach relaxation therapy. I do a lot of things, Chris, over the years. I've taken lots of classes and done lots of things. And there are steps definitely that you can take from the moment of perception of the thing that happens to you, and you perceive it to be something that is scary or something to be scared of, to fear, to anger you, to make you sad, all these things. So first it's the perception of the thing that happens to you. And then there's steps following, and each step you can do something to prevent it going to the next step, which the end result is, chronic stress and illness and death, really. But, it all starts with that perception. And there's things you can do each step along the way for your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical, because you want to have them all balanced, right? When one's out of whack, your whole system's out of whack.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So Deanna says, good morning. Good morning, Deanna. Glenna Henderson, she said, giving can be sharing time, love, and energy and smiles, all free and in many other ways. Yes, Glenna, that is so
right.
true. Okay. So I really enjoyed that conversation. It just really opened my eyes to a few things. And I mean, it just shows that everyone is growing in their own way. I mean, like through that mental health thing. I have a
Yeah.
little picture here, if you can see, or if you're watching this screen. This it's a picture of a holistic wheel, and it's a self-care wheel. So like it talks about exercising, it talks about finances, work, um, life purpose and self-esteem, spirituality. And yeah, so you can Google things like that. You can, in order to maintain a healthy lifestyle that fits you best, you can look up this wheel and, think of different things you can do every day from this wheel. And then you can just watch yourself, like, what's the word, raise your vibrations and
Yeah.
feel a little bit more inner peace and more able to handle the emotions that come through daily, right?
Yeah. And that's exactly what I teach for some of my women's empowerment is that wheel. I call it the wheel of life. And I have the women because we're so busy, right? We're so busy taking care of everybody else around us and making sure they're taken well care of and that they get outside and get exercise and that they eat healthy and they do all these things. But we're kind of lost in our list of priorities if we're even on there. Sometimes we just feel like there's something missing or we just can't seem to get it together. And that wheel of life, the um, holistic wheel that you just showed, that that shows us where we might be out of balance because you want to be balanced, pretty balanced in a lot of the things. So if you're not taking care of yourself with proper sleep, nutrition, movement, time out, taking the breaks like Nathan took this morning, all those things that pretty soon everything is out of whack. And it's really hard to settle and to feel like you're normal and not so anxious, and just taking a look at each where you are right now, and then just putting an action towards each one. If I want to work on my finances, where do I feel on a scale of 1 to 10? Maybe I'm at a 3. Okay, what can you do? Create a budget, watch your spending, maybe that whatever it is for you in that moment.
Hmm.
Maybe it's community, and so what can you do for your community? You can volunteer more. You could go to more community events, that sort of thing. So there's lots of ways that again, that's a very powerful exercise, and it just gets it out of your head too and on a paper, and it
Yeah.
does a lot. Yeah, it's really amazing.
Yes. So that was a lot of good information. I mean, like, I learned something new every day, and I felt that was very, like,
Yeah.
informative for me. I just wanted to mention, like, going back to like the successes and stuff, like the leaderships, these women around locally that have leadership status, like in my eyes, you know what I mean? I'm so
Yeah.
proud of them. Like I could name Eleanor Sunchild from Sunchild Law and Tanya Aguilera Antiman, and I believe she's the chief of Red Pheasant. And then like also just looking up like at Ashley Collingbow from Enoch, and she's like so inspirational. I think she's 30 or 30 some years old, but I mean, these women, and imagine what they've been going through and all the emotional like stuff that like successful women have to deal with. So here, like, I'm just trying to point out that women are very strong mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And like, people don't see the background of, like, I can say that I'm a mom of 4 and that I, sometimes cry in the shower because I'm so overly stressed, and my kids don't see that. And then I come out just like, okay, nothing happened. Let's do this. And but yeah, so like I give them like an applause. I don't have an applause here. I didn't hook up my machine, but I mean, congratulations to you women. I mean, you guys are such an inspiration, and I'm so proud of you. I'm also like wanting to, acknowledge my mom for teaching me things through my life that, when I'm as a child, you don't think, oh, she's just getting mad at me, or she's just putting me in grounding or in timeouts for what reason. But in the end, when you become older, you look back and realize that it was for a reason, and it's because they love us. And I'm just thinking everyone's against me as a 16, 17-year-old teenager, right? So thanks,
Well,
Mom.
when we're that age, when we're coming into age, we have all this power as women, as females. And some girls don't know what to do with that power, right? If they're not taught how to channel that into something, a sport or a hobby or something like that. So girls, they puff out their chests or they stick out their booties or whatever, right? And they use that power to bully others and to be mean and that sort of thing, if they're not taught what to do with that power, because they don't, it's new for them, and they don't know what to do with it. And so mom stepping on them is just mom helping them, trying to contain that power a little bit and trying to get them to use that power for something good rather than something that's going to harm them or harm other people. And that there's some really powerful lessons when moms can do that.
Yes, that's so good. Like, just knowing that, being told and how to like channel that energy into like maybe being creative or into sports or music or something, directing a child in the right direction is a good thing. I just have a quick comment here, and this comment is from Nathan. He says, "You're doing awesome, Chris, and thanks for being a guest co-host, Michelle."
Thank you for
Yes, thank you. I really appreciate it. I was just really amazed. Like, oh my God, Michelle's gonna be on tomorrow. I can do this.
You're doing
So
well.
thank you. So we have two minutes left. I'm just going to tell a joke of the day like I usually do. I mean, they're not like, what was the joke? It totally slipped my mind. How come the skeleton didn't cross the road? Because he had no guts. I know. I need to look into better ones, but I mean, they kind of liven things up. Oh, yes. Another thing too is the Canine Action Project.
Yes.
So we are promoting them as, they've helped me, they've helped Nathan. They really, really help people with their animals and the care costs. You can give them a call. I do have their picture somewhere here. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to raise money for new winter tires for their van so that they can travel in the winter and whatnot. And you can phone them and they can give you information. You can donate to them. So that's just one thing I wanted to do. I spoke with Monique yesterday and she was so happy. I spoke with her. We're going to go for coffee, and she's just really, really happy that we're taking the initiative to get the awareness out for the Canine Action Project.
Yeah, it's a wonderful project. It's a wonderful thing that they do.
So,
yeah.
Yes. Well, I feel very, very happy that we've made this show. I mean, I'm not in exactly Nathan's spot, but I mean, I tried my best, and I'm happy you came on, Michelle. You're so informative with all your information about women. And you guys can check out her show. What is your show called again?
Well, when we started our online digital attraction company, my husband wasn't very confident doing lives. He'd never done one on Facebook. And so we started a sunset walk and talk every night to get him comfortable in front of the camera. And now the sunset's getting earlier and earlier. So now we're doing lives from the couch. Just a couple weeks ago, he was out farming. And so I just had a conversation with women, and I got lots of messages about we need more conversations, ladies' night. So every Wednesday at 8:30 on Shane and Michelle on Facebook is where you'll find the ladies' night.
Awesome. Okay, well, we are at half an hour. We did it. Yay.
I know, it
We
went
had
so
the applause
fast.
machine. Yes. All right. So tune in tomorrow for me and Nathan's show. I really, really appreciate you on the show today, Michelle, as a guest co-host. It was really nice. I don't really have an outgoing saying, but thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. And
Yes,
Michelle,
thank you.
okay.
I always say to my son when he gets on the bus, do good things today, make yourself proud.
Yes. Yes, exactly. All right, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for
Bye.
watching.